I'd say the first thing that comes to mind is it's been fun, right? It's been a lot of fun. It's been an adventure for sure to be able to navigate kind of getting a whole new team and program and everything off the ground within 5.5 months. So a lot of fun, a lot of work, but a super cool opportunity.
Let's go through some of the things that you laid out today in terms of the programs available for people. Hockey 101 sounds pretty obvious what that is, getting introduced to the game a little bit, but what is some of the basis behind Hockey 101?
Yeah, our biggest goal with Hockey 101 is to get as many kids the opportunity to be introduced to the sport as possible. So I think people are really, really excited about hockey and having it in the state, but a lot of them probably don't know how that looks as far as getting involved. So Hockey 101 is a great introduction into what hockey is, different ways to get involved. We've got opportunities both on ice and off ice. And so as kids and families are looking for ways to get involved in the sport, Hockey 101 probably gives them that first step of, hey, these are some ideas, some ways, some avenues, some programs that may fit for me. So that hopefully there's something for everybody that they can get involved in and be a part of.
I really like the street hockey program. I think it's maybe even a little bit more comfortable for families that are concerned about the dollar and want to get introduced to hockey, noting that Utah Hockey Club is going to donate some of the necessary equipment to make this happen. Where did you come up with the concept to make this happen? And what can people expect if they want to participate in the street hockey program?
So you mentioned junior jazz, and that was our basis for building out the street hockey program. So we've got a great infrastructure in place with all of our parks and rec partners around the state and surrounding region. And so we envision that running very similarly to junior jazz, where it's a 6 to 8 week league run through your local parks and rec department. And it gives kids the chance, again, to experience hockey at an introductory level. You don't need skates, you don't need gear. We can play anywhere. You can play in a parking lot. You can play on a basketball court. You can play in a lot of different places. So just the flexibility to be able to play in a lot of different places and a lot of different ways is super exciting. And it's easy access for people to be able to evolve in the sport. So as far as what to expect, right, just a lot of fun. It's super fast paced. You're moving a lot throughout the games, and you see line changes in the NHL and how fast they're switching lines. Well, you'll be tired after 2.5 minutes playing street hockey, and so it's just a really good way to again learn the basics of stick handling, passing, how to shoot the puck, how to carry your stick safely, things like that. And again, like you mentioned, these barriers to entry and the expensive equipment and the expensive or the difficulty finding ice, right? And those things. So street hockey is a way that kids can come in their shoes. We'll give them a stick, they can play with the ball, and they're ready to go.
The Learn to Play program is a little bit different, where it is a little bit more instructionalized with some of the folks, and includes a coaching staff member and broadcaster Tyson Nash, who obviously has a significant hockey background. Where did you come up with that program?
So Learn to Play is an NHL-backed program. So every every NHL team will run Learn to Play. And again, on the ice perspective, that's kind of the introduction to the sport. And so again, a 6 to 8 week program that will run at the local ice rinks. And the biggest thing that they get as part of Learn to Play is all the equipment, from skates to a helmet to a stick to all the pads to a jersey. Everything is included as part of that program. And again, it's taking away some of that expense as people get used to hockey and figure out what their passion is and what they want to be involved with in the sport. It really gives them that chance to be involved at an easier entry point.
Something that's stuck out with me from the note is obviously the physical education programs that are going to be coming out next spring. That's something I grew up doing when I was in elementary school. We would, go and grab the sticks out of the big garbage container or whatever, and you just got after it. And I thought it was so cool to see that that's going to be put forth to folks across the state. So what can you share about the PE program at this point? I know it's still a little ways away.
Yeah, I think we want, again, to provide curriculum to PE teachers. So as kids go through their curriculum and look what's part of the Board of Education and their requirements for physical education in the state, like hockey we want hockey to be a part of that. And so again, we want to be able to reach the most number of kids possible to introduce them to this great sport. And no better way to get to all the kids than go into their schools and go to where they're going to be every day and get that part of their activities and part of their gym classes. And so again, similar to what the street hockey program will look like, a lot of introductory stuff, a lot of stick handling, a lot of things that people probably aren't familiar with on the hockey front. But we can just, again, introduce them and give them ways to from their PE programs to progress and be a part of programs in their own communities. And there's after school programs, there's all kinds of stuff they can go into from that PE program.
How exciting is this just to be able to roll all of this out? I mean, there's been so much hype and build up, obviously, to something new in the state. There is hockey in the state. There has been hockey for a long, long time. There are youth programs here, but to add this next level coinciding with an NHL-backed franchise, you got to be pretty excited about finally getting this out there for folks to take advantage of it.
Absolutely. I mean, it's really, really exciting. And as we dove into this space, you mentioned the hockey space and the hockey community in Utah, like they're super passionate. It's such a strong, tight knit community. And for us to be able to come in and try to be a support and just grow and build and be a support for what they're already doing has been a really fun opportunity. And that's really what we're trying to do with this whole thing is, again, get more kids playing, unify the hockey community, and really just grow it and get more kids into hockey. Through USA Hockey right now, there's about 3,500 kids registered to play in the state. And we're going to grow that number, right? We want more kids to get on the ice, get them experiencing the sport, and give them a chance to play. So it's been great to work with the Utah Amateur Hockey Association to build this. And it's just fun to see how excited people are to have another sport, another way to get involved on a professional level and on a youth level. And we're excited to be a part of it. Again, our goal is to provide opportunities for everybody. And whatever that looks like. And again, a lot of people probably don't know what that looks like at this point, but we want kids to play hockey. And our goal is to provide a program that will fit every kid in the state. And again, some people want to put on the skates and get on the ice. Some probably want to play street hockey and go that route. And some don't know which way they want to go. So our goal is to be able to give you all the opportunities to figure out what you're excited about, what you're passionate about, what you want to do. And once you experience it, you're going to love it. I think that'd be the message is that hockey is a really, really fun sport. And the more people learn about it and grow into it and experience it, it's going to grow at a really, really fast pace. And we're excited to be a part of it.
Now, how do we get the kids on the ice in the intermissions here? That's something I grew up being able to see at NHL and AHL games in certain areas. Does this program hopefully feed into that with some opportunities for the kids to maybe have that special moment to go out there and skate for 5 minutes?
Absolutely. So our Mites on Ice program is functioning. So we'll actually have more teams on October 28th that'll be out there. And yeah, throughout the season, we'll work with every rink in the state to be able to give some of their kids a chance to come skate at Intermission and be the stars of the show during Utah Hockey Club's games. So yeah, watch for that throughout the season because there'll be teams intermittently on and off the ice throughout the season.